the All Saints' Day. In the region where the river marries the sea, there existed a town where the dead did not leave, but returned every year, drawn by the scent of frankincense and memory. They called it All Saints. It was not just a day, but a state of the soul, a time when the air became thin like tissue paper, and one could whisper into the ear of those who had gone ahead on the path. I, who was fortunate enough to be born in this corner of the world, in the port of hope, kept in memory like an altar, remember my brother Raul Omar asking me with a smile that tasted of sugarcane and thyme, "So, little brother, are you going to celebrate the festivity this year?" That question was a code, a greeting among those who still had the privilege of walking the land of the living. I speak with the voice of those who left, of my brother, with whom, as if fate had winked at us, I spoke deeply in those last months of his life, reminiscing about every corner of our childhood before leaving the paternal nest and deeper matters of the soul. It was a goodbye without knowing it. Then, my sister's broken voice arrived from the other side of the world, crossing seas and mountains to bring a truth I did not want to hear. My brother had left us, and in the silence that followed, a long, deep sigh convulsed my thoughts and cut off my speech. For the third time in my life, the earth opened under my feet, and I was not there to fill the void with flowers, just as when my parents left. And so, between the forgetfulness of the Peruvian jungle and voluntary exile, I found myself absent again when the earth reclaimed its own. But the soul has its own laws. Sometimes, a gesture, a word, or a line from a song. Today the damsel's solitude comes to me, with impertinente sweetness and a poppy bud. In the surge of her flights, today the fickle lady is friendship and finally caresses the heart with her thinnest petal of ices ignites. The fuse of memory and melancholy wraps me in its cold cloths. But our festival understands no borders. It is ours. And this year, on the other side of the ocean, my ritual will be different. I will not have the bustle of the Reforma market, nor my mother's cry of, "Come on, little Mary, let's go to the square." But I will build my altar with what I carry inside, with a living memory of smells and flavors. I remember the market, a universe of perfumes and colors, the aroma of chocolate from the highlands, the molasses syrup for the cakes, the dried shrimp and beans for the children's ritual foods, the housewives, with a long list and short on cents, haggling with ancient wisdom. Everything was necessary: the strong liquor, the beer, the tequila, the cigarettes, the coffee, the frank incense, all to guide the souls back home. The kitchen became the heart of the world. The clinking of the pot, the sound of the whisk, whipping the chocolate with expert hands, that was the music that called our own. They, the ones who taught us these tasks, are the ones whose steps we now follow, so that those who come after us will do the same. Aunt B used to say, people should be loved and treated well when they are alive. My wife says it in her own way. I don't want to bring flowers to your grave. I prefer to love you well now, so I'll only have to miss you. And they are right. But our festival is not weeping. It is celebration. It is the proof that love and hope are stronger than death. It is knowing that at midnight, when the celebration ends, it is not a goodbye. It is a see you later until next year, when they, the ones who left, will come again to keep an eye on us, to pull our feet or our ears, just the same as my parents used to do. That is why, from wherever I am, I raise my cup. I am Mexican, but above all, I am Huasteco. And this festival, this memory, this celebration is and will be forever ours. You don't carry this festival in a place. You carry it in the soul. The dead receive more flowers than the living because remorse is stronger than gratitude. Anne Frank.